Hello class, and welcome to week 5, which is our final week in the Excel program. This week we're going to go through the chapter 3 in the Excel section. This is going to start on page 482, in which we're going to look to do objective 1 to get you started with some work that'll have you creating pie charts. So as usual, you'll see your files needed here. You'll also see what your workbook's going to be saved as ultimately here. So having said that, let's go ahead and go to the next page. And again, we're in objective 1. So to start, of course, we're going to go ahead and start our Excel program. So go ahead and bring that up. And once you do that, you're going to be opening this E03A Enterprise Fund file from your student data files. So go ahead and navigate to where your student data files are. Alright, and we're looking for Excel Chapter 3, and we are looking for this E03A Enterprise Fund. Okay, and now that we've got that up, we're going to go ahead and do the save as. As you know from prior chapters, there's multiple ways you can do this, so go ahead and do save as, save it to whatever location you're saving your files in, and of course name it in this format. Okay, now that we've got that started, let's go to step 2. We're going to start by clicking in cell D5, and then we're going to type an equal sign to begin a formula. So we're going to go to D5 equals, and in step 3 we're going to go ahead and click cell C5. That'll insert it into the formula, and then we're going to type a slash, which is going to indicate divide by, and then we're going to click cell C11. So we're going to click C5 / C11, and then we're on that. What we want to do is we're going to press F4 because we want to make the reference to that value in C11 absolute. So you'll see what happens when we do that. Press your F4 key, and you'll see how it changes here to have these dollar signs in front. Now, an absolute cell reference, what this does is it makes it so that when you copy this formula down to another cell, it keeps this value the same. So when we do that, which we're going to do in the next step here, first of all, let's go to the next page and you can see this. So in step 5 on the formula bar, you can click enter at the end, obviously, to confirm the entry and keep cell D5 the active cell, which we have here. That'll let you see this and compare it to the figure. But when you copy the formula down through cell D10, I'll show you what that's going to look like. So the best way to do this, you can just use this handle here and drag down. And now, if you click on each cell, you'll notice it's C5 here divided by the C11 cell. Here it's C6, but still divided by C11. And so what that does when we make that an absolute reference is it keeps it from changing that value. So while these other ones will change, which we want them to, we don't want what it's being divided by to change. We always want it to divide it by this total. So that's the kind of the beauty of absolute cell references. And you can compare your results here to these figures. So that latest one will be figure 3.3. Now in step 7, with the range D5 to D10 still selected, we're going to right click the selection, and in the mini toolbar we're going to click percent style and center. So I don't have them still centered because I was showing you what they look like, but after you do that step it should be like this. So go ahead and right click, your mini toolbar is here, click the percent button, and then center, which is going to be here. And you can see how that has changed our formatting here to basically turn these into percent values versus the long decimals, and centered them in the column. We're going to go ahead, well, they're saying click cell A1 to cancel the selection. That's just so you can see it. And then you're going to go ahead and save your workbook, and you can compare your screen to this figure 3.4 here. Now moving on to the next page. in activity 3.02, we're going to start by selecting the range A5 to A10. So A5 to A10. And then while holding the control key, we're going to select the range C5 to C10. This allows us to select non-adjacent ranges, because otherwise if we tried to select across, we'd end up with the column B information as well. Once we've done that, we're going to look to create a pie chart. So to do this, we go to step 2, and with those non-adjacent ranges selected, we're going to click the Insert tab, and then in the Charts group, we're going to click Insert Pie or Donut Chart. And then we're looking for, under 3D Pie, we're going to insert the chart 3D Pie. So, Insert tab, Insert Pie or Donut Chart, 3D Pie, right here. And you'll see it. We've got this basic pie chart now created here based on the range we've selected. So now in step 3, on the Design tab at the right end of the ribbon in the Location group, we're going to click Move Chart, and we're going to select the New Sheet option. So you'll see up here in this Location group, go ahead and click Move Chart, click New Sheet, and in step 4 in the New Sheet box, we want to replace the highlighted text Chart 1, and we're going to call it Expenditures Chart, and then click OK. So go ahead and type in that. And click OK. And now what you'll see it's done is it's created this new sheet here with just the chart. So our old spreadsheet is still here, but it's basically moved it over here. So that can be handy if you don't want it necessarily to display with the data, if you want to have it on its own. And that's how you would go ahead about doing that. And so once you've done that, go ahead and compare your screen to the figure 3.15 here at the bottom, and you can see the different components of the chart. So take a look at that and spend some time comparing that on yours. That effectively gets you started. What will happen as you progress through Objective 2 and some of the other objectives is you'll start to get to play around with changing the chart title, changing the way different elements in the chart look. All of this stuff will be good because you'll also then be able to apply this as you get to your assignment work at the end of the chapter. So I encourage you to continue on with these objectives and applying the steps as they're indicated, and best of luck. Have a great week.